In the neon glow of Japan's cities, do you ever wonder what dangers lurk beneath the surface? Here, survival isn't about wild beasts or remote mountains. It's about making it home from jobs that can kill as swiftly as any predator. Beneath the polished skyline, a silent war is waged every day. Ordinary people gamble with their lives just to earn a paycheck. Would you risk everything just to put food on the table? Today we pull back the curtain and count down the top 10 deadliest jobs in Japan. Imagine facing crushing machines, drowning depths, invisible radiation, and even the fury of volcanoes. Just another day at work. These unsung heroes are the backbone of Japan, pushing their bodies and minds to the edge, for wages that barely scrape by. From the ocean's black depths, to radioactive ruins and disaster zones, every job pushes human endurance to its breaking point. Think you know what's number one? Stick around. The truth is more terrifying than you can imagine. Number 10. Underwater Welder. Descend into the abyss, where danger lurks in every shadow. Only the bravest divers plunge into Japan's murky ports, vanishing beneath the waves. Down there, they battle the elements to repair the steel bones of ships and bridges, one spark at a time. In the blackness, visibility can vanish in an instant, leaving you alone with the unknown. The cold bites through every layer, numbing your body and mind. And the pressure? It crushes you from all sides, a silent threat with every meter you descend. Every dive is a roll of the dice, one mistake and you may never surface again. A tangled air hose, a faulty regulator, suddenly routine work becomes a desperate fight for breath. In seconds, panic can set in, and the surface feels a world away. Electricity and water, an invisible killer. One jolt, and it's over. A single tear in your suit, a single slip, and the ocean claims you. But the most insidious killer waits unseen. Delta P differential pressure, one wrong move and you're trapped by a force stronger than any man. If a surge of water hits, escape is impossible. The current becomes a prison. In 2019, an Osaka welder's oxygen line snagged in the darkness. He fought, but the deep won. He never made it back to the light. For all this, the reward is just 6 million yen a year, barely enough to survive in Tokyo's relentless tide. The city above never sees the cost paid below. These welders risk everything, every shift, for a paycheck that barely covers rent. They keep Japan's lifelines flowing, gambling with their lives for the nation's heartbeat. Every day they walk the razor's edge between survival and oblivion. The dangers are relentless, the rewards are meager, and every dive could be their last. Each descent is a leap of faith into the unknown. They are the silent guardians of global trade, unseen but essential, but the price they pay is one few would dare. The ocean is merciless, and so is the job. For underwater welders, every breath could be their last. Survival is never promised, only earned, dive after dive. They stare death in the face every single day, with courage few can imagine. And when the world looks away, their names are lost to the deep. Number 9. North Pacific Crab Fisherman. Off the icy coast of Hokkaido, men battle the most violent seas on Earth for a chance at survival. These crews endure 20-hour shifts, their bodies battered by freezing winds and relentless waves. The ocean rages beneath them, tossing their boats like toys in a storm. One slip on the slick, ice-coated deck and the sea claims another life. The deck is a frozen battlefield, every step a gamble with fate. Temperatures plunge to -30, numbing flesh and spirit alike. Frostbite gnaws at fingers and faces. Pain is a constant companion. They haul 2-ton crab pots, muscles straining as the sea tries to tear them away. At any moment, a rogue wave can sweep a man overboard into a freezing grave. In these waters, survival is measured in minutes. The cold is merciless. The fury of the North Pacific is legendary, storms that swallow ships whole. The Yushin Maru No. 8 vanished without a trace, devoured by the tempest. 5 men lost to the abyss, remembered only by the sea. Every sunrise is a new war against the elements, hope clashing with fear. Medical help is a distant dream. Danger lurks in every crashing wave and shifting sky. Weeks of isolation and bone-deep exhaustion grind down even the toughest souls. The sea tests their limits, pushing men to the edge of human endurance. For this, they earn about 8 million yen a season, a fortune paid in blood and fear. Decent money, but no sum can balance the risk of never coming home. They bring delicacies to our tables, but pay a price few can imagine. Each voyage leaves scars, some visible, others hidden deep within. The ocean always takes its toll, demanding payment in flesh and spirit. Too often the price is paid in lives, gone in a heartbeat, mourned in silence. These fishermen are forged by the sea, hardened by endless struggle. But no one is ever truly safe. Not here, not now, not ever. In this watery hell, survival is a question with no certain answer. Number 8. Skyscraper Ironworker. In Japan, they're called Tobi, the daredevils of the sky. Perched high above the city, they balance on steel bones with nothing but air below. Every step is a heartbeat away from disaster. One wrong move, and it's a free fall. They build the future, one dizzying stride at a time. Safety harnesses, sometimes ignored in the race against the clock. Deadlines loom, pressure mounts, caution slips away. One slip and gravity wins. The margin for error is zero. In 2022, a Shinjuku ironworker plummeted 40 stories. No harness, no net, no second chance. No harness, no net, nothing to break the fall. The spirit of Ganbaru, to endure at all costs, pushes them to the edge. Speed over safety, progress over protection. Sometimes the price is paid in blood. Exhaustion gnaws at their focus. Fatigue is the silent enemy. Every second on the beam is a battle with fear and fate. For all this, the reward? Just 4.5 million yen a year, less than many desk jobs. Office workers earn more, without risking it all, yet these ironworkers gamble everything to shape Japan's skyline. The pay is low, but the stakes are sky high. Every day is a tightrope walk, progress on one side, peril on the other. Their courage builds the city, but the cost is written in scars and sacrifice. Number 7. Active Volcano Tour Guide, where adventure meets the edge of oblivion. Japan's volcanoes, majestic, mysterious, and always simmering with danger. Guides lead thrill-seekers along razor-thin crater rims through clouds of toxic gas where every step could be their last. They must decipher the volcano's cryptic warnings, the shifting color of smoke, the acrid bite in the air, the trembling earth beneath their boots. Invisible killers lurk, sulfur dioxide can steal breath in an instant, and without warning, the mountain can erupt, hurling boulders for miles, turning awe into terror. In 2021, a Sakurajima guide became a hero, shepherding tourists to safety as a toxic gas cloud swept in, but paying the price with his own health, hospitalized, a silent victim of the volcano's wrath. Why risk it all for a view from the edge? For many, it's a calling, a spiritual bond with the raw, untamed power of the earth. But peace is an illusion. Eruption can shatter it in a heartbeat. For this peril, the reward is meager, just 3.5 million yen a year. These guides are guardians of sacred fire, risking everything for passion, not profit. One wrong move and the volcano claims another soul. Adventure at its most extreme. Number 6. Fukushima Decontamination Crews. In the shadow of catastrophe, these workers step into a world poisoned by radiation, where every moment is a battle for survival. After the 2011 meltdown, the land was left scarred and deadly. These men and women are called to cleanse the ruins, knowing the invisible enemy they face. They enter radioactive wastelands, cleaning shattered buildings and broken dreams, risking their lives with every breath. Scrubbing walls tainted by fallout and digging up soil soaked in toxins, they fight a war that can't be seen or heard. Their protective suits are thin armor against a relentless silent killer. Every inhale could be a death sentence. Radiation seeps through the smallest cracks, marking them for a future they may never see. Many will pay the price years later as cancer grows in the dark, a grim legacy of their sacrifice. Already nearly half have absorbed more radiation than is safe, 42% condemned by the very work that feeds their families. Most are subcontractors hired from the margins of society, often from distant, poorer regions, drawn by desperation and hope. They are treated as expendable, ghosts in a contaminated land, unseen and unthanked. The pay is about 7 million yen a year, a meager reward for gambling with their lives. But the true cost is their health, their future, and the families they may leave behind. They labor in the ruins of disaster, haunted by memories and the ever-present threat of death. Their sacrifices for the safety of others, making the land livable again at unimaginable personal risk. Their courage is invisible, their suffering hidden from the world, but the danger never leaves. Radiation lingers, a constant shadow over their lives. For these workers, every sunrise is a step closer to martyrdom. They are the silent guardians of Japan's future, paying the ultimate price so others may live. Number 5. Tunnel Miner. Descending into the earth, they vanish into a world of darkness and danger. Japan's mountains demand tunnels, and only the bravest dare carve through their stone hearts. Every blast, every drill, could awaken disaster. Rock above, waiting to collapse in an instant. The greatest fear? Cave-ins. One tremor, and the tunnel becomes a tomb. When the mountain shifts, rescue is a race against suffocating darkness. Often it's too late. In 2016, a tunnel in Hokkaido collapsed without warning. 9 men, lost forever beneath the earth. But the threats don't end there. Miners breathe dust that scars their lungs, risking silicosis with every breath. Gas explosions lurk in the shadows, and sudden floods can turn tunnels into watery graves in seconds. Danger comes from every direction: rock, air, water. There is nowhere to hide. Every sense is on high alert, every sound a possible warning. The pay? About 5 million yen a year, hardly enough for the risk of never seeing daylight again. These miners are modern pioneers, carving lifelines through the earth for a nation above, but every shift is a gamble with fate. One mistake, and the mountain claims another soul. The mountain is merciless. Down here, a single error is fatal. They carve paths for progress, unseen and unsung, but always one heartbeat away from being entombed by the very earth they conquer. Number 4. Typhoon Power Line, Repairman. When the storm rages, these are the first to answer the call. Typhoons slam into Japan with brutal force. As the world takes cover, these crews surge into the chaos, braving the elements. They scale swaying towers, battered by hurricane winds and sheets of rain, every step a battle against nature. One slip could mean a deadly plunge, but the real killer is invisible. A surge of electricity waiting to strike. Water and live wires, one wrong move, and it's instant disaster. In 2023, an Osaka lineman was hit by a sudden surge, gone in a flash, while restoring power for thousands. His final words were for his family. Sacrifice in the line of duty. For this, the reward is about 6.5 million yen a year, hardly enough for the risk. These are the emergency warriors, racing to restore order when all seems lost. They bring light back to a darkened world, fighting chaos with courage. They face the wrath of the storm, so that others can stay safe, warm, and connected. Every storm is a gauntlet, testing their nerve, skill, and will to survive. Their work is vital, but the dangers never let up, relentless, unforgiving. In the eye of the storm, these quiet heroes risk it all, so Japan can keep moving forward. Number 3. Lumberjack. In Japan's wild heart, men and women enter forests where every shadow hides a threat. For some, these woods became their final resting place. These mountains are steep, slick, and unforgiving. Nature's own fortress, daring anyone to trespass. Felling a single tree here is a gamble with fate, every swing of the axe echoing with risk. In 2020, a young apprentice named Daichi lost his life when a cable snapped, his dreams and future gone in an instant. The Widowmaker, a dead branch poised high above, waits in silence, ready to strike without warning. In a heartbeat it falls, death from above, swift and unseen. Families mourn in silence, their loved ones taken by a job that demands everything. Chainsaws roar through the mist and steel cables snap like whips, each one a potential executioner. A single frayed line can turn a day's work into tragedy in a split second. Old photographs of lost lumberjacks hang in village halls, silent witnesses to sacrifice. In 2020, a young apprentice in Nagano was killed instantly, a cable snapped, and hope vanished with it. Inexperience is a silent killer, but even seasoned lumberjacks stare down death every dawn, never knowing if they'll return. Each year, names are added to memorial stones deep in the woods. For all this, the reward is just 4 million yen a year, a pittance for a life on the edge. It's one of the lowest wages on this deadly list, yet the cost is measured not in yen, but in lives lost and families forever changed. These men labor in breathtaking beauty, but every moment is shadowed by unpredictable, lurking danger. The forest is no sanctuary, it's a battlefield where nature always has the upper hand. For every tree felled, a moment of silence for those who never came home. Every day is a struggle against gravity, steel, and fate itself. One slip, and the Widowmaker claims another soul, leaving only silence in the trees. Their sacrifice is not forgotten, echoing through the forests of Japan. Number 2. Shinkansen Track Inspector, the guardians of Japan's bullet train lifeline. Each night, these crews step into darkness, patrolling the rails where seconds and millimeters mean everything. They inspect every bolt, every length of steel, hunting for the smallest flaw that could spell disaster. Their race against time ends before dawn, because when the first train thunders by at 300 kilometers per hour, hesitation is fatal. There's no second chance. One mistake, and the clock runs out. A single missed signal, a moment's distraction, and a worker can vanish in the blink of an eye, erased by a passing train. In 2019, a Tokyo inspector lost track of time. The train didn't. He was gone in seconds, a life claimed by speed and steel. For this, the pay is about 5.5 million yen a year. Their work is invisible to most, but millions of lives depend on their unwavering precision. Every night they walk the razor's edge between safety and catastrophe. The margin for error? Zero. Perfection isn't a goal, it's a necessity. Anything less and the consequences are deadly. Number 1. Earthquake Firefighter, the ultimate guardian in Japan's darkest hours. When catastrophe strikes without warning, these heroes charge into chaos as cities crumble around them, battling infernos and pulling the helpless from twisted wreckage. Every aftershock threatens to bring the world crashing down. Every doorway could be a passage to doom or deliverance. In 2011, 74 firefighters gave their lives during the Tohoku earthquake and tsunami, sacrificing everything for strangers. They saved lives as their own homes vanished beneath the waves. Their courage is legendary. They face burial beneath rubble, flames that devour everything and raging floods, all for people they may never know. The reward? Just 4.8 million yen a year, mere pennies for risking everything. Yet they stand as beacons of hope in the nation's darkest moments, refusing to yield. They run toward danger, hearts pounding, never hesitating. Their bravery is the soul of Japan. They make the ultimate sacrifice and show the world what true heroism means. From the ocean's silent blue depths to the chaos of disaster's wake, we witness the quiet courage that keeps Japan's heart beating. Ordinary people, extraordinary risks. These are not just jobs. They are daily battles for survival, waged by welders beneath the waves, fishermen braving the storm, builders reaching for the sky, and rescuers who run toward danger. Their sacrifice is woven thread by thread into the fabric of this nation. Most will never be seen or thanked or known. Next time you ride a train or gaze up at a shining tower, remember the hands, calloused, steady and unseen, that built it, and the risks they carried home. Which of these stories lingers in your mind? Share your thoughts below, let their courage echo. For more untold truths and top 10s, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and remember, progress is built on sacrifice. Stay safe out there.